Tips on doing business with the Arab. Business between the Middle East and the West has grown tremendously in the last 20 years. Culture differences sometimes cause problems in carrying out business transactions. This article gives suggestions to Western businessmen and salesmen who do business in the Arab world. It is intended to help them understand polite customs and practices in the Middle East. Number 1. Arab consider it extremely bad manner to start talking business immediately. Even the busiest government official or executive always take extra time to be polite and over refreshment. No matter how busy you are, you should make time for this hospitality. Number 2, the conference visit is a way of doing business throughout the Arab world. Frequently, you will have to discuss your business in the presence of strangers who may or may not have anything to do with your business. Do not be surprised if your meeting is interrupted several times by people who come into the room unannounced, whisper, or speak softly to the person with whom you are talking, and leave. Act as though you do not hear, and never show displeasure at being interrupted. Number 3. Making decisions quickly is not an Arab custom. There is a vagueness. There is a vagueness in doing business in the Middle East which will puzzle a newcomer. Give yourself lots of time and ask lots of questions. Number 4. Patience is an important quietly. You may have to wait 2 or 3 days to see high-level government officials as they are very busy. Give yourself enough time. Number 5. Personal relationships are very important. They are the key to doing business in Arab countries. Try to identify a decision maker regarding your product or service immediately and get to know him on friendly basis. Do your homework. Be prepared to discuss the title of your product or proposal. Be ready to answer technical questions. Number 6. Familiarize yourself with the Muslim and national holidays. Avoid a visit during Ramadan, the Muslim month of fasting. Most Arab countries have a 6-day work week from Saturday through Thursday, when matched with the Monday to Friday practice in most Western countries. It is leaves only 3.5 work days shared. Remember this in planning your appointment. Muslims do not eat pork. Some are strict about their religion's prohibition against alcoholic beverage. If you are not sure, wait for your host to suggest the proper thing to drink. Number 7. When an Arab say yes, he may mean maybe. When he say maybe, he probably means no. You will seldom get a direct no from an Arab because it is considered impolite. Also, he does not want to close his option. Instead of no, he will say inshallah, which means if God is willing. On the other hand, yes does not necessarily means yes. A smile and a slow nod may seem like an agreement, but in fact your host is being polite, and an Arab considers it impolite to disagree with a guest. Okay, in this part I will give the summary of the text before. So, doing business in the Arab world requires understanding their culture. Instead of rushing into business, it is important to build a personal relationship first and accept hospitality as a sign of respect. Meetings are usually relaxed and may feel informal with people come in and out. So you should stay patient and flexible. So times it's also different. Decisions are not made quickly and the work week runs from Saturday to Thursday, which is limit to shared working with Western countries. It is also important to respect culture practices such as avoiding visiting during Ramadan and being mindful about food and drink customs. And most importantly, communication is often indirect. People rarely say no directly. Yes may mean maybe, and maybe can mean no. They may also say inshallah, which means if God is willing, which does not always mean a definite agreement. So you need to read between the lines carefully. And for example, from Islamic perspective, in Islam, hospitality and respect for guests are very important. This is shown in Arab culture where people prioritize building relationship before discussing business. The use of the word inshallah also reflects the belief that everything depends on God's will. So decisions are not always definite or immediate. Number two, personal experience. For example, when meeting people who do not go straight to the point, it may feel slow or inefficient at first. However, after understanding it, we realize that are trying to build trust first. A good relationship can make cooperation smoother. Number three, local culture. In Indonesia, it is quite similar. People often start with small talk before getting to the main topic. Also, Indonesians sometimes avoid saying no directly and prefer to polite or indirect expression, which is similar to verbal communication. And then the conclusion, the text shows that culture, religion, and habits strongly influence how people communicate and do business. So we need to adapt to avoid misunderstanding. Okay.